Let's get it.
Would you rather have an easy job working for someone else or work for yourself but work hard? So like an entrepreneurial question.
You go first on this one.
I feel like I'd rather work for myself and work a little bit harder because I feel that I just that's just what I like. Like working for someone is good, but I mean just being self-independent and doing your own thing, like that's just I don't know. I'd rather work for myself. I
Yeah, I
see
agree.
real estate agents, are successful. They work for themselves. A lot of entrepreneurs working for themselves. Just in general, I just feel like working for yourself, you have a lot of self motivation.
Yeah.
You're able to build an empire.
And you can
You
control
know
the trajectory of your destiny.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And anything you do for yourself, anything you launch is going to be difficult at first. But the harder you work, I feel like that can change the path of how hard you're working later on. If you bust your ass 20 years building your own company, eventually that company is going to be self-sufficient. I mean, ideally, not always, because if you work like a hard labor job, you know what I mean? Like if you have your own, I mean,
I
no,
think it depends
even
what
so.
job also that you're going
Yeah,
to be doing.
yeah, yeah. That's true. No, but I'm definitely leaning towards working for yourself and that be demanding because most entrepreneurs who have their own businesses, they're working like 100-hour weeks. You know what I mean? To make that company all it can be.
Hmm.
I agree with that too. I
What
agree
would,
with
what would a
that.
company be that you would try and be
I would
like to
launch
have that entrepreneurial mindset? Like, what would be something that you would do in order to work for yourself or have that invention or something of that sort?
two things. I'd rather either want to have an investment advisory firm, or even a financial planning. You know what I mean? So I could broaden it out because not a lot of everyday people have extra money on the side to invest. Like we do, blessfully or thankfully. I would start a financial planning firm where I could, sit down with a family of two or a couple. They're looking to start a family. This is the male's income. This is the female's income, and I can help them plan, strategize on how to hit their goals in the future without, going broke. And if they have some extra money on the side, what are safe investments they can do? You know what I mean? So one business would be financial planning, and another one would be, let's see here.
Well, I
That's
think you
kind
were
of in the
saying you
same
wanted to do
field.
something with like your license, like something with stocks or something. You're saying like you're studying to become like a stockbroker or something like
Yeah,
that.
well, that's investment advisory.
Oh,
So
okay,
eventually,
gotcha.
yeah, but I'm trying to broaden it out to to everyday people, so I can help. Because that's my biggest mission in life is to help other people,
Hmm.
is to grow that. But I mean, I would rather have capital and then lend it out to other people, like so they can start their own, so they can follow their dreams. Like I want to be able to lend money to other people to start their businesses. That's something that I want to do in the future.
And how much money do you think is enough money?
There's never. No, I'm joking.
Like where
Uh,
you feel comfortable, you're like, okay, I can retire, or okay, I'm living comfortably, I'm living good. Like,
annually, annually, if I'm making, it also depends on what your expenses are. But let's say your expenses
well,
are
you're creating your
relatively
own
low.
lifestyle.
Exactly. Annually, I would say for me to be comfortable, chilling, and me comfortable means I can help other people too, like my mom, my cousins. You know what I'm saying? My family, my brothers. So me annually, I would say something between 150 and 200,000 a year. I could be comfortable with that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I would be too, like around
Yeah.
150. Because like 100 grand now, that's a lot.
Mm,
But like not as
mm,
much as you really think.
nah.
After
We
taxes,
live in
after
LA
all
too.
that,
100 grand.
100 grand is nothing. A hundred
Yeah.
thousand in maybe
100,000. It
Texas
go
or
like that. Yeah, that's
Wisconsin or
true. It goes a
something
long way.
is a lot of money.
That goes a long
But
way.
we're in LA. 100 grand that's rent.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah, that's 100.
so.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
you though? Would you? Oh, you already answered that. You'd rather work for yourself.
Yeah, I'd rather work for myself. I'd basically my end goal is to do like property like management, like purchase property and houses and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and then just manage my own property. So that way I'm getting my residual income and I'm not working as hard.
Exactly.
So right now, I mean, you're never gonna get rich working for somebody else. Just
100%.
just working for a company. Like no,
100%. And that's not to say that you can't be working for somebody right now. I think some people take that the wrong way and think that they're like a failure if they have a job or something like that. That's not a thing. That's not what we're saying. We're saying focus on your goals, but deal with your reality right now too. So everybody's reality right now, majority of people is, they have a job, but really start saving some money on the side and, work on your long-term goals while you're still dealing with your reality right now. I think that's what you were trying to lean towards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like you're, working and making $100,000 a year. You need to save.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're gonna get rich by saving. And investments.
Yeah.
Investments. That's how people get rich is investments.
Right.
You got Warren Buffett. You got, Bill Gates and them. They made inventions, but just in general, just savings. And it's hard to save because when you see a certain amount in your bank account, you want to spend it. The next sneaker comes out. The next clothes come out. The next. We're very materialistic in Los Angeles.
Man, that's America.
So it's
that's
like,
capitalism for you, though. Which isn't too bad, but as long as you're mindful of it, you know what I mean? As long as you're not going broke trying to look rich.
Exactly, but I feel like that's kind of been the transition for like the younger generation is like, okay, Supreme, Bape, Jordans, Yeezys, the name brand, Gucci, Louis, like it's very materialistic. But you go to like some other random state in the middle of the United States,
they don't give a fuck about none of that.
There's nobody wearing Gucci and Louis and
that's a fact.
$300 shoes. Like they're just wearing sweatpants and whatever.
That's true.
So it's a different type of atmosphere and lifestyle that we live out here.
That's true. Keeping up with the Joneses, as they say.
Yeah, I mean it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
like would you
And we say this as we're wearing shoes right now.
Dead stock, 250.
That's funny. That's funny.
Resale 500.
But we don't go broke. But again, yeah, we don't. We still purchase things within our means, though. You know what I mean? We're not going broke trying to buy the new Jordan every time. Like when I didn't have money to buy bro, the first time I had a pair of Jordans, I was like 22.
Because they're expensive.
They're expensive, and you know what I mean. So like, I was never that kid where like I'm spending all my money just to get the next shoe. Like if I ain't got money for it, I don't need it. And when I first got my first pair of Jordans, I think I was like 22 or 23. They were mad comfortable. Like I wear them because they come. I mean, of course I wear them because they're stylish too, but I wear them because they're comfortable. So yeah, just stay within your means. I think is the biggest thing. You can still have fun, ball. We're all materialistic to some extent. Like no, and I don't think nobody, especially in LA, can tell you like they don't care about any materialistic things. But put everything in perspective, I think is the
like when somebody says I'm not materialistic, like okay, yeah, you're okay with walking around in sweatpants and a t-shirt for your whole life. Like no, like you want something good quality. Like everyone purchases something good, quality. Right. So I do think that but I think that just the younger gender is taken to a whole nother level. A couple $1,000 for a jacket that costs a couple dollars to make. Like only people in Los Angeles or Hollywood would buy stuff like that.
That's true.
Hollywood, New York, Chicago, like the big cities, but it's mainly New York and LA. And it's like, I think eventually want to try and transition to moving out of Los Angeles, like do something crazy, like move to another country or something.
That would be dope.
And just because like when I lived in Germany, like abroad, like that was the most unbelievable. It was a complete change of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Complete change of lifestyle.
No, I can see that.
Like they look at me and they're like, they know where you're from.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even have to tell them where I'm from.
They're like, you're American.
Yeah, they knew I was American, but if I was like, okay, if you had to guess what city I'm from, they're like, oh, you're from LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Germany?
Everybody, no matter where I travel to. Italy, wherever I travel to.
Why do you think that was?
It's just because
the way you dress?
Just the way I dress.
Yeah.
And, materialistic, like, people in LA are the only people who are going to wear, retro Jordans and like a Gucci glasses and like name brand stuff. Like it's an LA thing.
That's facts.
It's a culture.
That's facts.
And once you get into it, you can't stop. I can't stop.
I think you can, bro.
I can't. Well, it depends on your financial situation.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
If you have money to blow, like what is it? Okay, I'll buy the shoe.
That's true. I think and
it depends on your mindset, your goals of where you're trying to focus.
That's a fact. Cause you're right. Because the more money I started getting, even though I've never been a Jordan person, subconsciously now I just
your temptation is a lot higher.
I feel like it's just it's easy to get.
It's
now.
easier.
I'm like, those look cool. All right, add to cart. You know what I mean, and get it. But
yeah,
it's like that is true though. That is true.
It's a change of lifestyle. Like you go from living at home, using your money to buy shoes and materialistic things to moving out, being on your own.
Now you got to make that rent.
Now you
every
got to
month.
make rent, car,
Car
payments. You
yeah.
you have expenses.
That's facts.
So, and I
That's
kind of
facts.
learned that, like, moving out, I haven't been buying as many shoes as I used to. I used to buy 2-3 shoes a month,
Yeah.
but now I'll buy one every so often because that extra $300 goes a long ways.
Throw it to your emergency fund.
Exactly,
and build that
ever
up because you never know when an unexpected big ass expense comes in. You get a fat ticket somewhere here or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to borrow money to be.
That reminds me, I gotta go to court next week.
Oh man, speeding ticket.
Speeding.
Yeah.
Fuck some bullshit. Man.
Yeah, it's.
I'm trying to push it back. I gotta log into the website, see if I can push it back again, extend it. How many times can you extend? How many times did you extend yours?
A year.
One time though, or like
no, it was consistently, but it was the pandemic.
I gotta go do that again. No, now they're doing Zoom meetings, bro. Like really? Zoom court.
Interesting.
Somebody told me that. Somebody told me, they're gonna have you just do it, like see the judge on Zoom. Like damn, they can't see my compassion.
Yeah, like no, I really was going with the flow of traffic.
I'm not even gonna contest it. Like I know I was speeding. I'm not eligible for traffic school because I got a ticket not too long ago.
With traffic school, does that mean they take it off your record and it doesn't go against your insurance?
Yes, that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'll pay the $300, $400, however much it is, but I just want to see the judge in person and be like, look, I know I was wrong. I know I'm not eligible for traffic school, but can you make an exception? Let me do the traffic school because I don't want my insurance to go up.
How much did they put on the ticket?
Pandemic time, people hurting out here. Like I'm going to do the traffic school. I just want to be eligible again for it.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
So I want to see what they say.
But at the end of the day, do you really think that it doesn't affect your insurance?
Oh, it won't. Well, your insurance won't even see it. So when you do traffic school, it doesnn't go on your driver's record. Like it's not a point on your record on your driver's license.
Gotcha.
At the
so
DMV.
It's like it never really happened. It was just a lesson learned.
Exactly.
You just fork out money.
Exactly.
So how much money did they put, or how much speed? What was the speed that they put on your ticket?
Woo. Oh, this is another one. I was thinking about the one I did before. I was going real fast on that one. This one, it was right outside your house, man. I was coming to pick up the when we first started the podcast.
Right. I remember.
I was coming to pick up the equipment and I was leaving. Yeah, that one was. I was on the street. It wasn't on the freeway. The speed limit was 40. I was going 59, right under 20 miles per hour.
Damn.
So if it was 60 and above, I think it would have been an extra like $150 on top of it. But yeah, so the ticket's only going to be like $315. Yeah, so it's not that much, but yeah, I need traffic school. Fuck